If, with your expertise, the both of you all had to draw a simple map for a CEO who should consider or is considering nearshoring, what are three LATAM hubs they should know about, and why would you talk about these?
Arjun, it is not a very straightforward, hey, which country comes first, which country comes second, which comes third. I think any such prediction or recommendations require to understand the broader need of the customer. For example, if somebody is looking at the contact center and tech support, maybe I'll have a location like a Costa Rica as a first preference. But if somebody is looking at engineering capabilities, Costa Rica will not appear in my top three, right? Maybe Argentina will, right? If I'm looking at an ERP, maybe Brazil will. If I'm looking at Latin support, then Brazil will definitely be there. But if I'm looking at Spanish and English support, then Mexico and Colombia will. So it depends what the customers actually require. But at a very broad level, if I have to say that if I compare it with the classic traditional, 70% technology, 20% contact center, 10% back office kind of a support, then I would probably pick up Mexico, Colombia, and Brazil as my, not in any specific order, but as my top three. Though I will be a little biased towards Mexico, especially if the customers are in the US because of NAFTA agreement and proximity, time to travel, etc. Right? But if somebody is really looking at engineering as a classic product engineering, embedded engineering, then I cannot leave Argentina away. So that's my understanding of the marketplace.
I would again, the answers are reasonably obvious, and the metrics are, if you're looking for scale, you'd go to Mexico and Brazil. If you're looking for cost, you'd go to Colombia, because Colombia offers a 20-30% cost advantages within the Latin American countries. And if you're looking for depth, you'd typically go to a place like Costa Rica, right? So, for example, in Mexico, Guadalajara is called the Silicon Valley of Latin America, or the Bangalore of Latin America. Scale, bilingual talent, and deep exposure to nearshoring, right? Because of the presence of folks like Ford, Oracle, and AstraZeneca. Again, in Colombia, Bogota and Medellin are turning up to be very good centers, with the number of tech STEM graduates that I mentioned Colombia is generating on an annual basis, right? And sizable strengths in AI, data engineering, and fintech, right? Costa Rica is smaller, much smaller, but it's high on value. Like IBM, for example, runs its global security operations out of there, right? So again, in summary, Mexico and Brazil for scale, Colombia for cost, Costa Rica for depth of tech talent.
That's interesting.